Hey y'all, it's Crystal. Thanks for coming by today. Well, let's just go ahead and jump right into my plans for January 2024. I really don't know where 2023 went, but whatever. We're just gonna, we gotta look to the future. We're gonna move on. So let's talk about January, my reading plans. My shiny new journal. I'm so excited. I got my little list here. And these are going to kind of be the same as always. I do book club, buddy read along stuff first. Got a few events I'm going to be doing. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun month, but low stress. All right. So first up, let's talk about some book club stuff. I'll always write down the book club things and I get to what I get to. This one will be up for sure, is of course Mary by Nat Cassidy. This is our January pick for the book club that I'm co-hosting with Kelly from Kelly Hooked on Books, the Death by TBR. We're going to be reading Mary in January. So excited. I cannot wait to read this. And it's just going to be great. It's just going to be great. So I will link Kelly's Discord below. This is where you can chat about that there. And yeah, come join us. I think it's going to be great. Okay, the other book club stuff that I've written down. Rachel over at the Shades of Orange. I'm a part of her Patreon book club. Our pick for January is Maggie's Grave by David Sodergren. This is an author I have been I've been meaning to read, but never have. I don't think I've read any Sodergren yet. Crazy town. I need to. So I'm really hoping to get to Maggie's Grave in January. It's gonna be fun. Oh, I left the book downstairs, but Brad over at Brad Proctor, he has his Spine Breakers book club, which he kind of hosts over on his Discord. I'll link the channel below. I'll link the Discord below. I think he's trying to kick back up the book club this year, and we're going to be starting our January with The Reformatory by Tananana Reeve Dew, and another one I'm definitely getting to because I'm excited about it. A sweet friend sent the book my way. Thank you. And so yeah, have it on hand. I am ready. I cannot wait. It's going to be great. I think it's going to be a tough read, but I think it's going to be great. Okay. Amy, Lord have mercy, words. Amy Noel Reads has her Dark Hearts book club, and she's going to be reading The Broken Places by Blaine Daigle. Did I read that? I got a list. If I get to it, I get to it, kind of thing. Now, Kelsey, I didn't write anybody else's book club. Kelsey Slime and Slashers has her book club. The Reaper book club. Christina, are you doing something for the Reaper book club? I forgot to look. Ollie Criminelli has his Patreon book club. I don't know what we're doing in January yet either. MJ, you've been doing some Patreon book club stuff. I don't know. I'll see what those are as I move forward. But as of right now, that's what I got written down. I'm not super prepared. Look, December's just really busy. So, do the best I can. All right, so there's a few events going on in January. They're going to be really fun. So Kat over at Kat's Novel Adventures has a week of Poe, and I'll link her announcement video below where she really just wants you to read some Edgar Allan Poe. She has a couple of group reads, Telltale Heart and The Black Cat, I think it was. I love Telltale Heart. I haven't read that in so long. I'm really going to try to read Telltale Heart. Or I just, read a little bit of Poe. I just kind of want to read a little bit of Poe during that week. And because it's been a while since I read some Poe. So yeah, I'll link her channel below. I know she's a big fan of Poe. I'm a big fan of Kat. So I definitely want to hop in for her Poe reading event. And yeah, so I'll link all that below so you can find the info. And the event that I am co-hosting for the month is the Kindle Kobo clean out, of course, where we're really trying to focus on those ebooks and organize and clean up our e-readers, our Kindles, our Kobos, or whatever you got, your phone, whatever you use to read. We do have some prompts. That's the word, prompts. And so here's what I've picked so far. Well, I've got something picked out. So, we'll see what I get to, kind of thing. So, prompt number 1 is to read your oldest book. So, I scrolled all the way to the bottom. And I got The Perfect Son by Barbara Barbara Claypool White. I'm going to be honest, I'm nervous to read this one. This is one of the books that I need to read for my Down syndrome project, my sort of lifelong project, where I read books that have characters with Down syndrome. I think this is Down syndrome. I think it's one of these books. So I don't know. I was going to those a little weary. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. I don't know. Okay, the newest book is actually Vile Visions, Horror Stories by Riley Odell. This is a short story collection. And actually, something I didn't mention in my 2024 plans was that I want to get back into reading my short story collections, like one a month. So this will be my short story pick for the month. All right, number 3 is to start or continue a series. So I need to continue the Binti series by Nadia Korafor. I've only read book 1, so I've got the whole trilogy on my Kindle. I'm going to dig right into book 2, at least, and read that one. And these are, they're only short. Maybe I'll read the third one too, but at least read the second one to continue that series. I'm so terrible about series, so. Wow. Okay. Number 4, the prompt is, but it was free. I am really good about grabbing free books. Really terrible about reading them. Particularly Amazon, like the first, what do you call it? First reads, wherever they give you a free book at the beginning of the month if you're a Prime member. Also, once a year, I can't remember, it's in the summertime, Amazon gives you a ton of free books that are translated works. I think it happens around June time. I can't remember now, but spring or summer, I can't remember now. I have so many of those books on them. Kindle that I have not read. And so I picked one of those, one of these translated books. It's At the End of the Matinee by Keiichiro Hirano. I looked about what it was about and I don't remember. I'm just going to give it a go. Yeah. Okay, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a new to you author. I want to read Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead by Olga Tokarczuk. I hope I said that right. I've been dying to read this book, and I'm gonna make it a priority. I'm gonna read it. I want to read that book so badly. So, all right, next prompt. Oh my God. Why did I buy this? This one is The Troublesome Amputee by John Edward Lawson. I do not remember what this was about, why it intrigued me to pick it up, and I'm curious now why I bought it. I didn't look at the synopsis yet. I'm just going to go in, not know anything about this and not remember why I bought it. I remember what it was about. So something intrigued me about it. I do not remember. All right. Next one is a BookTube author. I'm going to finally read Code Red by R. St. Clair. I'm Regina over at Regina's Haunted Library. I know this is a vampire book that's like set with some hillbillies. I don't know. It sounds like a fun, good time. Now, prompt number 8 is, of course, just to clean up and organize your Kindle or your e-reader. So I don't have a book chosen for that. I just want to spend some time actually like organizing my books. I got real slack up on that because then you can put them in like little categories, like so all your horror books are together, or your romance, whatever. You can make little categories, and I got really bad about keeping these things organized. And sometimes it's hard to find what you're looking for, that kind of thing. All right, the next prompt is, or the final prompt is, blame it on BookTube. So some book that you saw, some BookTuber talk about. And that's going to be We Need to Do Something by Max Booth III. And this is, I blame it on a lot of people, actually. A lot of people read it, said it was good. I still have yet to read any Max Booth III. So I'm going to start with this one. It's going to be fun. Okay, so that's the Kindle Kobo clean out. I hope that you'll join us and, kind of focus on some ebooks and get some of those cleaned out of your e-readers. All right, the next event is Catchuary, which is hosted by It Came From The Page for his patrons, and I am a patron. I'm a patron, I guess. So this is a fun reading event themed around cats. I mean, how could I not join in? So it's just going to be really a lot of fun. Okay, number 1 is Rum Tum Tugger, a book that makes you swoon. I'm reading full-on smut because Andrew is part of the smut bunch. And he's from Canada. So I'm reading Taken by Canada by Colt Alcove. I think it's going to be terrible. It's going to be fun. Second prompt, Cheshire Cat. match a book with your favorite cat color. I'm going to bring The Reformatory in for this one by Tanana Redo. I do love an orange kitty. It's so funny that I do love an orange kitty cat, but I've actually never owned an orange cat, which is always fun. Growing up, we always had like gray tabbies or like gray cats, black cats. I've had two like gray and white cats. Never really had an orange cat. Anyway, I'm just going to use that. Number 3 is Loomis, speaking of orange cats, is a book with a chaotic vibe. And I'm going to go code red for this one. The R. St. Clair book, because I think it's just going to be a crazy vampire, like I said, hillbilly vampire book. That's just going to, it's chaos. I think it's going to be really a lot of fun, which, you know, is a chaotic vibe. And number 4 is Jughead, a book about friendship. And I'm going to read this middle grade graphic novel, which is on my, I've been wanting to read forever. A friend of mine recommended it to me. I still haven't got to it. Snapdragon by by Kat Lay. And it's just a really sweet looking book that I want to get to. I'm going to finally get to it. Gosh darn it. Okay, next one is Cat in the Hat. So read a YA or middle grade book. I'm going to read Ghost Cat by Helen Rushmore. I didn't pull in these books because, again, I cannot hardly find anything about it. I got to pull this something. So it's about a ghost cat. Okay. Next is Pomodoro Kitty, which you just read a book during sprints. So I'm just going to read that. Some of these books. All right, next one is Masters of the Internet. A book that just, is that right? Masters of the Internet. Did I read that right? Just any kind of book that has cats. And I'm going to try to finally get to The Last House on Needless Street. Max Award. I know there's a point of view from a cat in here. This has been on my list for a long time. Yeah, want to get to that one. All right, Cats Have No Lord. The book that someone told you not to read. Y'all, I'm going to do it. And you can't make me. You can't not make me. I'm going to do it. I'm finally giving in and reading Dead Inside by Chandler Morrison. Yeah, I know. Everyone, I remember over in Brad Proctor's Discord when people were reading it, it says, don't read it. Don't read this book. But I want to. The FOMO is still strong with this one. Of all the books, this one still calls to me. Hey, you still want to read me? You're still very curious what's inside my pages. Inside. Last but not least is Jonesy, the best cat in space. Read a book set in space. Or I plan on reading the Binti books, which is, our sci-fi set in space books. So I'm going to plug that in for that prompt. And yeah, I'm really excited. It's going to be a really fun month, a really good way to kick off January. Clearing out my e-reader, clearing out some of these shelves because I own a lot of these books. I think I own most of those books. Some of the book club books I don't, but I own almost all of those books, so I feel really good about that as far as my Read While You Own challenge and the Kindle Kobo clean out event where I'm just, focusing on some ebooks. So yeah, I'm feeling really good about January. And that's it, y'all. Yeah. Nice and easy. So let me know what you're planning on reading in January. You doing any of the events? Are you joining us for Kindle Kobo clean out? Are you doing Catchuary? Are you doing the Poe? Are you doing Bit Clubs? What you doing? Let me know. Let me know what you're reading. Let me know what your first book is going to be in January. I don't want to start with yet. I feel like, the first book of the year is like, you want it to be really good, right? So maybe it's going to be Mary. I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited. 2024. I always love the new year. And just having good vibes for the year. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for watching. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.